Yo, what's going on? In today's video, I'm basically surviving 100 days of hardcore Minecraft. If you don't know what hardcore Minecraft is, it's where you only have one life in the game. And 100 days is equivalent to 33 plus IRL hours, so yes, it did take me a lot of time to do this. I want to do 3 things in this video. 1. Build an underwater house. 2. Fight the dragon. And 3. Conquer a bastion. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys have a like down below and subscribe to the channel because it really helps me out. And if you guys want more videos like this, please let me know. Let's get into the video. It was day 1 and I started to look around because I wanted to see if there was anything I should go to. And I immediately found the village. I was so confused, like I just didn't know this would happen. But I saw some animals nearby, decided to kill the chicken, you feel me, killed the sheep. I killed everything, bro. I needed all the meat that I could get, pause, because in hardcore you need meat to stay alive. I got 3 wool, built a bed, and I went to the village. Now in the village I saw a yellow bed with a chest near it. I got the food out and I took the yellow bed because I like the color yellow, I guess. Saw some more sheep, killed them because I need food, bro. I went inside the villager house and basically they had cobblestone on the ground, so I was like, you know what, let me make stone tools. I threw all my stuff on the ground, made some stone tools. I got the blast furnace from the villager and I kept running around. I saw iron golem, and in hardcore from Dreams speedrun, you kill the iron golem for iron, so that's what I did. I killed the big man, got some iron, and that was perfectly fine. As I was mining down, I saw a sheep looking at me. I ain't want no witnesses, so I killed them. I kept looting the village and I ultimately found the smithing table, which I'm gonna need later on for netherite armor. So I decided to take it from my base. I saw some pigs in the distance that led me to a ravine. And honestly, to reward them, I killed them. I saw how deep the ravine was, but there was water nearby, so I decided to just place on a crafting table, craft my water bucket, make a shield for me just in case, and MOG water bucket jump this. This could have been a point where I would have died in the series, but your boy is just too good, simple. Honestly, God bless those pigs, bro. They led me to a ravine, and this ravine had tons of iron inside of it. By tons, I mean enough iron to make myself a full iron armor set and an iron pickaxe in order for me to mine diamonds when I go back into the cave. And this was perfect for my hardcore series. I placed on a blast furnace I got from the village before, and then I went into the caves. But this time, I got ganged up on, meaning 3 different skeletons, 3 different creepers. I was scared. I decided to lava bucket them because the ultimate PvP came out of me and the creepers went off and I was really low, bro. I was in fear for my life. I decided to run and hide and heal up while I can. I decided to sleep in the cave and day 2 started and I immediately found diamonds as soon as I woke up. I mined the diamonds and honestly, I think I got one of the luckiest one ever. Like the Minecraft gods were listening to my prayers and they blessed me with a 9 vein of diamonds. I kept exploring through the caves and I found an enderman, and I wanted to get ender pearls early on so I didn't have to worry about it later, but I kind of messed up on the trap and I almost died here. The damn enderman literally almost folded me, bro, but I bobbed him because I'm just too good. I made myself a diamond pickaxe and I started mining towards the surface. I wanted to get back to the ravine so I can get back to my stuff, but I saw it was nighttime out. I placed the bed, so day 3 has officially started, and you know me, I water bucket jumped right back into the ravine just to get my stuff again. I went to check on my iron, and I put the extra iron that I got from the cave, which is a complete stack, back inside the blast furnace, and I put some chicken in there just so it can cook, and I waited. After all my iron smelted, I went back up to the surface, got all my belongings, and went to the village. I went to the village just to set a waypoint there just so I could know where to get villagers from in case I needed to trade and get mending books or anything of that sort. If you're wondering how I'm making a waypoint to vanilla Minecraft, I'm using Lunar Client. It's honestly a great client, especially for survival. I kept running around and I stumbled upon a cave. I tried to make a chest just so I could put all my items in, but I didn't have enough wood. So I went to go to the nearest forest and I got some wood just for a chest. I placed the chest, got all my items inside, took some diamonds just in case I needed to make anything. I also started reorganizing my inventory because I'm honestly a perfectionist. So that's what I did. I took all the things that I needed, and then I went into the cave. Yes, I am a G water bucket jump that. Yes, I did. Fight me. Okay? Between days 4 and 5, I was exploring this entire cave. I kept exploring and I found this really big entrance to a smaller cave inside. And then I found a mine shaft, bro. But this is what happened. I literally got jumped again. Like, I swear the mobs love me in this game, and they just want to give me hugs with their arrows and explosions. Like, I don't understand. So instead of fighting, I decided to run because, you know, I'm not fighting all of them at once, bro. I started fighting with the skeleton and the creeper rolled up on me. You know, it exploded. And that was that. I was perfectly fine. I found some emerald. Then I went down below. I went deeper. And these two zombies kept trying to jump me now. Obviously, they burned to death because, you know, no one can touch me in this game. I found another one. He tried to jump me again. Killed him. A skeleton tried to kill me again. And a zombie. But this time, my damn axe broke. This means after all this time, they've been trying to kill me and I killed them. So I made a diamond axe. Because, you know, I needed it, bro. I really needed it. I mined around and I found some more diamonds. Now, me mining has led me to a lot of diamonds. Like, a lot of diamonds. This cave was literally filled with the amount of diamonds. So, right now I have 12. I ended off with 30 diamonds. And honestly, I decided it was time to go back up to the servers. Because I have enough diamonds to make a full diamond armor and tools if needed. I kept mining and I kept going up. And honestly, I was a little scared. But I got lucky and I made it to the top. And I even found my chest with my old loot in it. So that was perfect for me. I got the items from my chest and I decided that, you know what, I can easily leave some stuff behind because I wouldn't really need it. I only took things that were necessary for me to keep going in this hardcore game. Of course I took the ender pearl, bro. I almost got folded because of it. So I kept running around and then I found a ruined portal which didn't have really anything good in it. That's basically, yeah, the portal was garbage. I kept running around to the forest and I wanted to make sure I was near the village just in case I needed to take a villager, you know, using a boat or anything to my house. And I found a perfect spot for my underwater house. I decided to keep mining and I wanted to clear this entire middle island out. So here you guys go. The area turned out perfect. It was really flat and perfect for me to build my underwater house. Now keep in mind, I am on day number 6. And honestly, it took me 4 days. So between day 6 and 10 is what I needed for building my house. But I needed spruce. So that's what I did. Enjoy. After all of this, I decided to replant and bone meal all the saplings that I had got from mining all those trees, which was honestly perfect for me. I used those same bones from the skeletons that I murdered who tried to jump me in the caves. And honestly, bro, it was great. You know, save the trees, you feel me? I decided to, you know, give back to the community, bro. I decided to plant more saplings just for my personal use, but I will always keep replanting. If only we did that in real life, you feel me? Then there will be no problems. I got all the spruce logs and planks that I needed and I started to construct my build. I'm not a good builder, so yes, I did use a tutorial. The tutorial link will be down below as well. But let's cue the time lapse. Now, this is how it turned out. Honestly, I think I did a really good job, not gonna lie. You know, it's a little small, but it's honestly perfect for me. But there was a creeper. There was a creeper down there. It's cause I didn't put light. I forgot all about light because I have Fulbright on. And I was so scared. I didn't know what to do with the creeper. I was so shocked. And when I went down, bro, there were 2 of them. and I did not want this base to blow up. So I tried to drown him, but he came up, and there goes my house. I repaired the house, you know, I got all the things that I needed because, you know, the creeper didn't really mess it up that bad, I'm not gonna lie. So I fixed it up, and I think I did a great job by repairing it. Everything looks the same as how it was, and I was perfectly fine. And I made sure specifically to put down light. I made sure to put down torches. Just to give you guys a better view, this is how the house looked from outside. It's honestly really clean, and I'm super proud of it. The ending of day 10 was coming, so I went back in my house, put stuff back inside my barrel, and I went straight to sleep. From days 11 through 16, I spent these days in caves, ravines, and just completely mining. Now, I mined everything, bro. I wanted to get enough things that I wouldn't have to go back into the mines for, okay? And when mining, I found this big, gigantic ravine that I had to explore. Like, I really had to. I went down, and honestly, bro, I ran into a whole gang, an entire fucking army of zombies and skeletons and creepers, and I was so scared. A creeper jumped on me and dropped me down to 2 hearts. I was in fear for my life, but you know, I found some iron, so I mined it anyway, because you know, I wanted my iron. And instead of running like a punk, you feel me, I started to fight. I fought back. I killed all of them dead, and then I ran. Your boy did the dash, you feel me? They're not catching me. When I was fighting those mobs, I lost my lava bucket, so I found lava. A skeleton shot me towards it, and then a spider jumped on top of me. And then a little midget zombie kept trying to come after me, bro. I swear, these mobs, they just love me. They really do. And then more zombies came after me. 2 more. Like, this man called the entire family just to come beat me up. But you know what happened? I popped them. Nah, I'm joking, I ran. Then I turned the corner and boom, I found more diamonds, bro. I was so shocked. The Minecraft gods keep on blessing me. This is a nice hefty looking 7 vein of diamonds, which is honestly perfect. Like, I take all the diamonds I can get. I decided to keep mining up, you know. It was time for me to leave the cave and go back to my home just so I could set everything up just the way I wanted with all my new goods that I got from the cave. Unfortunately, I got into a desert biome and it was just so painful with all the sand and everything was just annoying. So luckily I did have a water bucket and I just placed it and swam to the top. Unfortunately, I was greeted by some disgusting looking creeper and I lava that bitch and then I left. I kept running around and exploring the desert, and then, you know, I'm trying to find my way back home. And eventually I found the way back as I was following the waypoint to the village, and it was daytime. So welcome to day 17. As I was going back to the base, I thought to myself, I had enough diamonds for an upgrade. So that's what I did. I changed from iron armor to diamond armor, and then I started building my very own nether portal. Cue the time lapse. Honestly, I think I did a pretty good job of doing this. Like, even though I didn't build a portal yet, this is honestly a really nice cave, and I think I did an amazing job. Like, I didn't follow any tutorial. This is just me being creative. I got the obsidian from mining down below, and I was ready to finally go into the nether. So I placed another portal, lit it up, and then I did some more designing. I wanted to make this portal feel like it was coming off, so the obsidian can be like the fragments of the portal, and it was like you're actually going into a new dimension, literally. So here we go, into the nether. Now the first thing I did honestly was getting netherite just for the designing of the portal, because I was not done. I wanted to make sure this looked amazing, so that's what I did. Got netherite and I went back to the overworld. Cue the time-lapse music. Between days 18 and 22, I eventually went back into the nether and got some glowstone because I needed it so bad. Then I had this weird fight with this fat marshmallow, bro. I low-key wanted to like kill it with the fireball for the achievement, and I tried so hard, and then I finally got it. It felt so rewarding when I got the gas tier from killing him. I looked around for another fortress and I finally found one, and I started bridging towards it. But this fortress also had a ruined portal next to it. So I kept going to the fortress, and then all I needed was to find a blaze spawner. I finally found a blaze spawner. It was down the path, and I decided to put a roof above it. Well, try to at least, if this blaze didn't keep fucking hitting me. So I honestly killed it, but I got tired of the blazes at this point. I folded them in and kept putting the roof just so they couldn't escape. I destroyed this entire man's bloodline. Every blaze that came up, I killed it. I folded them. I even nearly died by trying to kill him. But then the damn triplets spawned in and they kept trying to mess me up. So I kept dodging. I kept bobbing and weaving, bro. Bobbing and weaving. I folded two of them, and this one man started flying on me. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. But you know what? I decided to just break out of the fence and kill them myself. I decided to explore the portal near the fortress that I was talking about. And this portal actually had some decent stuff, unlike the one at the spawn. I got 2 full blocks of gold, and this was honestly really necessary for me to get some ender pearls from trading with the piglins. I found a golden hoe with mending money and a clock. Then I took the iron ingots as well. Then I decided to mine this precious looking gold, perfect for me. I decided to take some magma blocks from my own house for some design. And if you guys didn't know, if you shift on it, you don't take damage, which I found very, very helpful, especially for mining it. I finally found my portal, but the blazes broke my gold armor, so this piglin kept coming after me. And it went through my own portal, and then as soon as I walked through the portal, it popped me. It dropped me down to half a heart, and I was literally shaking, bro. I was so scared that it was gonna kill me, and I did not want this series to end. But it eventually turned into a zombie pigment. I went to my house, and then I started working on my own food farm. Cue the time lapse. I began building my little a little home for these mobs and animals that I was going to use to get food from. I was going to have chickens, cows, and sheep in here, which was going to be perfect for me. I started wandering the forest nearby, and I found a cow and a sheep. Now honestly, bro, I believe these two animals were going to be a perfect fit for my little farm, as I only needed those and a chicken. Now keep in mind, this sheep kept losing interest, and so did the cow, which made this extremely hard for me to just get those two inside the little pen that we had, the little jail cell. I kept trying to hold their attention and kept looking at them with free look. And free look is basically a perspective mod on Lunar. If you guys want that, go ahead, download the link below. But these mobs, they were just a struggle to deal with. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was so tempted to just kill them right there. Like, I was tired of it. The sheep would have been dead. But I decided to be a big person and let them come. They eventually came inside, and they kept losing inches again, but they were close enough for me that I didn't have to worry about it. So I brought them into the jail cell, and I placed my little fence, and boom, we had mobs in the cell. I went back into the forest and kept wandering and looking for one more cow or sheep for them to mate, and I finally found a cow. Now this cow, honestly, he was a good cow, bro. Like, he didn't lose interest, he kept following me, he was a good boy. At this point, like, I like this cow, bro. I treasured him. You feel me? Like, look at him. He just loved me. He didn't leave, bro. He was always there. I was about to kill that sheep right there on the spot. I don't like that shit. I began to expand the little island that the farm was on. Cue the time lapse. I continued to terraform the place, making sure this island was as big as possible just for my animals to roam around their little jails, in their little home and pen. And hopefully they were able to roam around perfectly fine so I could expand it much more. But then I noticed that it was getting dark and it was about to be night. So I quickly swam. I tried my best to swim as fast as I can right inside my house. And it was a complete struggle because I didn't have any food. So I was struggling to get inside the house. But eventually I got back in and I went right to sleep. Between days 23 and 27, I started working on my own farm. Now this farm was going to be super helpful, especially since I can have wheat to feed my animals in their little jail cell. Now this farm was going to be useful for wheat, and then I also wanted to have potatoes and carrots growing on the other layers, but I had to clear out everything else. Let's cue the time lapse. Now this is how the farm eventually ended up looking. It was a simple farm just for wheat mainly, and it was just logs around with 3 blocks in between them so I could have my little fences. I started to place water in the middle of these sections because it goes to all the other soil. Now I started to place the fences just to make sure that nothing can come in and nothing can leave. So as soon as I do get a villager, I can make sure it stays inside this farm. I wouldn't want a farmer leaving the farm, so I just had to keep it here. But let's roll a time lapse. On day 28, I decided to venture out and find some dolphins to hold captive, just to put around my base to spicing up the little mood. I wanted to make sure my house was perfectly fine and it looked gorgeous from the outside, so I think a dolphin or dolphins would look perfect for my house. As I had these dolphins, I realized that they had given me permanent dolphins grace, and technically it wouldn't go away as long as they're near me, and since I have them on leads, they were never leaving my side, so I can really hold them captive now. But I went back inside the river and brought them with me, and then we went back to my base. They were really helpful with this, and I'm glad that I thought about this idea of going to the base with these dolphins. But the thing was, I kind of lost where I had to go. I found a little hill that I had to go by, but as I was going down, my dolphin died. I was wondering where the other one was, but it was down there playing with the same lead that I had. So I got the dolphin back, and then we were trying to go back to the house, but it died as well. So I went back into the ocean and got some more dolphins, but it turned nighttime and we were getting ganged up on by more mobs. Bro, I'm telling you, mobs just love me in this game. They really do. That's all they do. So there was a skeleton constantly shooting at me, and I fought it, and then it basically murdered my dolphin. In cold blood. It murdered my dolphin. So what I did, I ran back around, spun a block, and I popped both of them. I would not leave my dolphin death in vain, bro. I was not having it. So I killed them. They were trying to jump me, bro. They were doing a horrible job because they were getting sauced. Same with the spider, but you know what? We went back. I took this one dolphin and I tried to go back to my house. And hopefully we would make it there back alive after all these mobs just spawned in. I kept going through the rivers and I kept going and going. Then I found the same hill that we were supposed to go back on. Now this dolphin, he was still following me, so that was perfectly fine. But then we had to climb. And climbing with dolphins is extremely difficult, especially because they're so jumpy and they'd like to just jump off. Hopefully this one didn't jump off and fall to his death, but it did. I gave up on the plan of having some dolphins and I just went back to the base because honestly, there was no point if I couldn't keep one alive. I swam back to the base and I immediately went to bed because this day has been extremely stressful. On day 29, I did a lot of things exploration wise, but I started to go outside of my base and I planted some of the kelp around my base just to give it some of that, underwater vibes, just to make sure that my base looked great from the outside and perfect. Then I started going out into the ocean on a little boat with my dolphins, and I eventually found something called an ocean ruin. I didn't know what it was at the time, so I just dug around and I couldn't really find anything. So I lost interest in it and I just swam away because I thought it was useless. I saw something in the distance. It looked like a broken down ship, an underwater ship. So I tried to get in my boat, but it was a little buggy. But I finally got in my boat and I went towards it. I kept looking around with the free look mod on Lunar and I tried to find other things, but I couldn't find it. Now, I didn't know what could be found in this. Like, I didn't know the loot that can be found in this. And I was hoping that it was good loot at the time. And unfortunately, it was decent loot, I guess. I then swam around and discovered the ruined portal. Now, this portal was really huge. And I didn't know that this could be a thing. Like, I didn't know portals could be this big, especially if they were ruined portals. And it had 2 gold blocks at the top, which was amazing for me. Like, the amount of gold that I got, especially in this series alone, it's gonna be perfect for me to go trade with the piglins to get ender pearls, and then with ender pearls and get ender eyes, and then I could finally fight the dragon. Now, this portal had a chest down below, and honestly, it had a looting 2 golden sword and a fire aspect 2 golden sword and some iron nuggets. This loot was great, especially the golden pickaxe with fortune 3 on it. It's gonna be really useful, really useful for nether warts and different things of that sort. As I was in the chest, I saw this random zombie looking at me, so I decided to just kill him just for fun. As I was coming back home from the ocean, because it was dark outside, I saw a wolf. I saw a nice wolf and I was like, you know what? Let me start building my army. So I went to go get a wolf, but there was a creeper nearby and there were spiders and I was so scared. So I had to pick him up and make sure that he came with me. But then I saw another wolf next to him. So I was like, you know what? Let me get him too real quick. I was like, why not? Why not? Let me just get this man because I did not want to leave him alone. So I got him as well and boom. 2 more creepers came up behind me. I tried to run behind and creepers blew up. But the wolves were okay. So I ran to my house and I hoped the wolves were perfectly fine and following me. Because I swear if a creeper killed my wolf, it would have been kill on sight. I make it back to the house and then I realized that the dogs couldn't get in. Well, at least one of them couldn't get in and he was stuck underneath. So I was like, where did he go? And I was wondering. So I took this one, dragged his little ass inside just so he would sit down. And then this one underneath, like, it was dying. And I heard him like, what the hell? I tried to bring him out, but he died in front of me. He drowned. I felt bad, but like, fuck it. I decided to name my dog Prince because when I get older and I get 2 sons, one of them is going to be named Prince. So this is a good start in my book. I then decided to give him a black collar because, he's an alpha. You feel me? He's a badass. On day 30, I literally spent the entire day trying to get mobs to come follow me and not lose interest with the wheat I have in my hand. And fortunately, I found 2 willing sheep and 1 cow, and they held their attention greatly throughout the entire time. And as soon as they were inside their little jail cell, I breeded the 2 sheep, and my army was growing. My own food source was just expanding. On day 31, however, I worked on my chicken farm. Now, I went to go to the forest to find some chickens, but instead, I found a decent amount of chickens, but I also found a baby wolf. Now I decided I might as well take the baby wolf as I'm trying to grow this farm, but I also got some chickens as well. Now keep in mind this wolf wasn't tamed, so it was very risky bringing it home, but I was like, fuck it, let's take the risk. I want to expand my farm, so I'm gonna have to do what I have to do. So I got the chickens, and there were a good amount of chickens following me, like up to 5 chickens I believe followed me in a straight line, and this was perfect for me. Like, these chickens really held their full attention on the seeds that I had in my hand, and they were just following me. Now, as soon as the wolf came inside, it started attacking the sheep, and my sheep were getting killed. So I had to hit the wolf. I had to hit him, just so he can aggro me. Just so he can aggro me. And he kept running around. Look at his little head nodding up and down. He was coming after me, jumping. But he kept trying to come after me. I tried giving him meat. I even went inside and gave him bones. I tried to give him everything. So what I decided to do was just open the gate and just come out so he could just follow me outside. Just so he can get away from the sheep. That's all. Now, he was still aggro, but I didn't really have a problem with it, as later on it would get fixed. Now, I tried giving him bones, but that didn't work either, so I was really confused on what to do. Eventually, I went to sleep and day 32 started, and I even tamed the puppy, and he grew right in front of me, and I was completely confused. So even though I didn't have a name tag for him, I'm just gonna call this puppy Artist. So I continued to breed my cows and my sheep, and I continued to breed my animals just so they can grow after what Artist did to all of them. And then I wanted to go explore some more. As I ran around through the forest, I just went completely opposite of my house and the village. And I was hoping to find something near the desert or anything in the ocean, and hopefully it would be good. And I found this pool of water that I passed by earlier when I first got Prince and Artist, and there was a dolphin inside apparently. That was weird. I kept running around in the desert and I found this weird looking monument. Then I jumped over this ravine, which led me to a much deeper ravine. So you already know that. You already know your boy had to go search for that, right? You already know. You already know I went diving through that damn ravine because I'm a curious guy, bro. If I like what I see, I'm gonna go digging for it, you feel me? So I got on a boat and I started riding down. I eventually got back down and then I found a dungeon, like an actual spawner. And I didn't know what to do with that at the time, so I kept going down and I found another ravine. But I broke the spawner because I didn't really need it. Right, I didn't really need XP that much. And I kept mining around. My main goal was looking for diamonds, and boom, I found diamonds immediately. It was a decent looking 3 vein, but I also wanted to get some obsidian for an enchantment table because I honestly thought that enchanting was really what I needed. So enjoy the time lapse. After I was done mining those damn 4 pieces of obby, I finally tried to make my way back up to the surface, but then I realized I didn't know where I was going. So my ultimate decision was honestly just to swim up and also build up. I dug up using a 1x2 and I just kept building up until sand fell on top of me, and from there I finally made it out of the desert, and it was nighttime, so I had to hurry home before the creatures could catch me. Because I did not want any creepers blowing up on me again and nearly killing me again. I finally made it back to my house by following the waypoint, and then I saw a creeper and a skeleton inside the spawner, so I decided to just go back inside, go to sleep, and start the new day, and then kill the special mobs outside. It was now day 33 and I was ready. I was ready to start working on the new enchantment room. I built my enchantment table, and as soon as I did this, I placed it down to look at its glory. Then I eventually broke it as I had to place it back inside the chest and go back outside to tend to those disgusting looking mobs around my precious prisoners. Now, as soon as I got outside, I started placing lanterns down just in case nighttime came back again, as it would, and I didn't want mobs spawning around the damn prison's house. Now, this enchantment room took me a long time to build as I needed a lot of bookshelves, so this took me from days 34 to 49, but it eventually turned out perfect just the way I wanted it, and I got the sexy level 30 enchantment unlocked. Now on day 50, I went back into the nether just to get some more materials for our brewing station room. Now, I was in the soul sand valley and I was mining the soul sand perfect for the nether warts that I was going to get, and I saw another fortress in the distance. But unfortunately, as I went there, it didn't really have anything good, so I was coming back towards my portal. I found a skeleton trying to beef with me, but I immediately 2-tapped him, watched him fall to his doom. And then I went back to the portal. I was so happy when I got back. So happy, I literally started breezily bridging towards my portal, bro. The inner Bedwars player in me came out at that moment. Now on days 51, I basically spent this entire day trying to find good enchants for a bow, and I kept enchanting wooden shovels just to get some nice enchants, and ultimately I believe I ended off with a decent enchant on my bow, and it was perfect for me for fighting the dragon. On this day I also decided to repair my diamond armor with the amount of diamonds that I had, and then I also decided to enchant said diamond armor, and I got a good amount of level 30 enchants, especially with my bow, which was ultimately a power 4 infinity 1 and unbreaking 3 bow, which was perfect for me fighting the dragon. So I went outside and took a couple test shots because I am a 1.8 PvPer, so this bow felt a little strange to me, which was okay, but I decided to enchant my shovel just to get rid of this level, just so I can get an enchant for my pickaxe, but I did not have enough levels afterwards, so that was a rip. I went back downstairs and I started working on my own brewing station room. Now I wanted this room to look like Calvin's, and if you didn't see Calvin's, it was basically blackstone on everything. So then I went back into the nether just to go get some blackstone. But the thing was, I found the bastion. The loot was completely garbage and the mobs were barely spawning, so I just skipped the footage. I was peacefully trying to mine some blackstone, but then I got attacked by gas afterwards, bro. This gas really pissed me off because I was just trying to get some blackstone for my perfect little potion station, and then I got attacked by another gas to the left side, which was invisible for me for the first time. So I kept shooting at him, and then eventually I got him, but this time it was a lucky shot through the lava, and I was amazed. Now between days 52 and 60, I kept going to and from the nether just to get more blackstone for this room, and personally I thought this room turned out amazing. My main inspiration from this room was Calvin, since he was the one who gave me this idea from watching his video, so big shout out to him. So this room was completely blackstonified. The brewing station was on blackstone stairs. I was gonna put lava in the walls as well, which I will do very shortly. Honestly, I thought it turned out great. The room was well lit up and my potion was ready to be brewed. Now, I may have gotten a little carried away with the water bottles, and yeah. Now, between day 61 and 64, literally, it was just consistent grinding and mining for levels. And the only reason I wanted to do this just so I can make diamond armor again. I wanted to have complete level 30 enchants on the armor, as my old one weren't as good as I thought it was after doing some research. So I kept doing some enchants, and then I got prot 3 and unbreaking for my leggings and helmets, and then I redid my boots as it was horrible. And then I just stuck with prot 2 and unbreaking 2, and everything else was unbreaking 3 and protection 3. For day 65, I literally just hopped in the nether, and I wanted to get some ender pearls just so I can have enough just to go to the end. So I kept fighting enderman, and I kept trying to trade with the piglins, and ultimately I ended up with 8 ender pearls. And now from day 66 and 72, I literally made some fire res potions just so I can go back into the nether and trying to find some netherite. I wanted to upgrade my diamond armor just so I can get the best possible armor ever, just to get some damn protection from the dragon, because I did not want to die when fighting the dragon. That's my big fucking nightmare. So I kept finding some netherite, and here's some useless footage I have of me mining some, but then I ultimately ended off with enough netherite to upgrade my entire set and my axe, which was perfect for fighting the dragon. Now I did have one netherite scrap from the bastion that I had, and then I just smelted the other 19 ancient debris just to get the netherite scrap, and then I crafted it and turned it into ingots, and then I upgraded my amazing diamond gear to netherite gear, and I honestly feel like I was beyond prepared to fight the dragon. Bro, just look at me, bro. Look at me in my sexy new armor. I just look stunning, man. I decided to rename my axe to Fat Dragon Destroyer. I don't know why, but then I also renamed my bow to The Bow, which was personally perfect. Between days 73 and 80, I literally spent this entire time slaying fucking endermans. Now these endermans were taking so long to spawn in, so I literally had to wait here all day just for these damn things to spawn, and they barely dropped their ender pearls. And then after that, some fat marshmallows kept trying to come after me, but I popped it in its damn head. As soon as I came back from the portal on day 80, some damn phantoms kept trying to attack me, but I honestly needed their membrane just so I can make slow falling potions in case the dragon does hit me up high in the air, which is what I did here. I spent the rest of the night brewing some potions just for the upcoming day. You guys might be upset with me, but just realize that I did take a little break after this time. I had some schoolwork to do, so I took a break from day 80 and I came back on day 92. And on day 92, that's when I set out to go fight the dragon and find the end portal. Now, I kept chucking up eye enders and it literally led me into the ocean, so I hopped in my little boat and I kept swimming towards the direction of the eye ender. And fortunately, this stronghold was actually above Y level, and this was the coolest thing that I've seen so far in my hardcore series. So I mined in, got in, and then I literally broke the spawner, and I had exactly enough to go inside the end portal. And it was time to fight the dragon. Now, I literally just wanted to make this moment dramatic, but hope you guys enjoy. Cue the epic music. This is one of the most dramatic moments throughout this entire series. At this point, I could die at any time because I am dumb enough to not bring a damn water bucket with me. I look around for the end pearls, the ones that I could pop easily. I popped this one, so simple. Pop this one. And another. I was going crazy. I got this one up here, and then I started to build up because I couldn't get this one ender crystal at an angle. I drank another slow falling potion just in case he came by and swung at me. I got this one. I started building up again, got that one again, and I kept going. This moment was so exciting, I literally started breezily bridging. I fell, but I'm so glad I had slow falling so I could catch myself. Then my Bedwars experience came in, and I started bridging up towards the end crystal, and I shot it down. Now there was only one left. This one was the farthest. This one was the only one that the dragon was using to heal, and I finally got it. And I was so dumb, I almost died inside the dragon's breath, but luckily I managed to escape. And I kept popping the dragon. My aim was going crazy. I'm like a god, bro. I'm like the shroud of Minecraft at this point. So I got under the dragon and I kept hitting it. And I kept hitting it and doing hella damage to it. I was so scared because I didn't have any more slow falling potions and I didn't have any water buckets. Hence why this took so long. This fight literally took 2 days in Minecraft. 2 complete days. The amount of footage that I have of this fight is insane. But I was doing a decent amount of damage, so hopefully I was able to finish. But I was doing a decent amount of damage, so I finished the dragon off pretty nice. He kept shooting this little dragon balls at me that lit off his little dragon breath radius thing. I don't know what it's called, bro. I'm a 1.8 PvP. I played Bedwars, okay? But I kept finding them. I kept popping them. But my aim is just impeccable. I'm just too good at this game. And I kept hitting him and hitting him and hitting him. And he was getting so low. It was to the point where I couldn't even hit him no more because of the dragon breath all over the portal. And I couldn't shoot him with the bow. And I did not want to get close to him because I saw that he was pushing the enderman away. So if I did get pushed away, I would die. As I did have a water bucket and I couldn't clutch. The one time I needed it, it wasn't there for me, bro. I was just so stupid and I couldn't make it. So finally, I decided to just wait here and wait for the perfect opening. Wait for him to just leave so I could snipe him and kill him right there. He finally flew away and I kept popping him. Boom. Boom. Bro, my aim was just, I was going crazy. And then all of a sudden he went and disappeared. Guy literally pulled the same trick my dad did and dip, bro. But look at this, look at this. Oh my god, he's going again. He's Houdini. Like, he's literally Houdini. Then he popped up again. And then I kept shooting him. Oh my, bro. This dragon knows not to mess with me at this point. He knows that Hydrants is gonna mess you up. Because I will fuck you up. And I kept looking. I sound to her so hard here just to listen to them fucking wings flap. And I finally found him. I finally caught this man lagging, and I lit him up. I lit him up so well. Even after his little Houdini magic trick, he was coming down towards the portal, and I lit him up right here. And I finally won the dragon fight. I finally beat this infamous creature. And I was so happy. You know what the best part is? That XP that dropped, I ended off on 69 levels. Yes, sir. You know the vibes. So I got the dragon egg, dug down, placed the torch underneath, and officially caught it. My entire day was made based on me fighting this dragon. Back to the oval, where we go. The last 5 days I took, I built this little monument slash memorial type of thing just for all the items that I got during the hardcore series. I got the ender dragon, I put my iron and diamond armor, and at the end I even put my netherite armor. I just want to thank you guys in general for clicking on this video and watching it. Even if you didn't watch it all the way through, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys subscribe down below because it does take a lot of time to make videos like this. And if you guys like videos like this, make sure you guys let me know down below and subscribe to the channel because it really helps me out and keeps me motivated to make videos. And don't forget, we do have a sponsor of the video called oplegends.com. The IP will be in the description below. Use the IP hydrants.oplegends.com and use code hydrants for a free first rank. Anyone can use it to hop on a manager of the server, and hopefully you guys can see me there. See ya. Roll the outro.